53 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in to our Boulevard Home Game of the Week on the Fan Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you, of course, by Boulevard Home, making your house a home for 51 years here in Southern Utah. We have the Snow Canyon Warriors hosting the Pineview Panthers tonight on a Wednesday night. And in the booth tonight, myself, Caden Formaster, and Paul Ratliff on the broadcast. Paul, another Region 9 matchup here at about the midway point of the season.
Yeah, this is a matchup that I've been looking forward to, Caden. I haven't been able to do a Pineview game this season, but I know they're way scrappier than their 8-10 record indicates, 3-3 in the region. They're a team that can beat anybody on a given night, and the Snow Canyon Warriors 15-4, 5-1 in the region, a front runner for sure. One of the better teams, more talented than most in the state, I feel like, but they will be given everything they can handle tonight, I think, from the Panthers, who are frisky and have the upset on their mind. So I think we're in tune for a really good one tonight. It's going to be a fun game to be on hand for, and I think we're going to see a lot of action tonight.
A lot of action indeed coming on up. We've got the Pineview Panthers on the field right now taking their warm-ups, and all of this is inside of our pregame show brought to you by Sport Court with a $5,000 scholarship coming at you as well from Sport Court of Southern Utah. If you or if you have a child who has a 3.0 GPA and has played varsity sports and maybe they want to take those talents to the next level, well, they can go online to sportcourtofsouthernutah.com or even to the fansportsnetwork.com where they can apply for this scholarship. So if you haven't done so already, the applications are going to be ending soon. So you got to make sure to get it in as soon as you possibly can. And again, that's with Sport Court of Southern Utah. And if you're looking for a way to just spruce up your yard, talk to the guys at Sport Court. See what they can do for you. SportCourtofSouthernUtah.com. So in the pregame show here, Paul, we got a lot that we're going to cover. Of course, we're going to be taking a look at our keys to the game. We're going to be looking at our Findlay Subaru Star Watch and so much more. But listen, these are two teams right here that are, Snow Canyon coming off of a bye, but has been playing really well. In fact, so well, they're the number one team in the state of Utah in the RPI. But Pineview coming off of a win last night against Cedar.
Yeah, Cedar given their first region loss to these Panthers, and this is a team, like I was saying in the open, that can beat anybody with the talent they have throughout the lineup. just 8-10 on the season, but overall still a really frisky team. Porter Campbell, Raiden Hunt, Ryan DeWitt kind of make up your top 3 batters average-wise, but this team's got power. I mean, they steal bases. They've got a great just group of fielders. They got a good fielding percentage as a team. They play good defense behind their pitching core. So I really like this Pineview team. They're a younger team. Their top 3 hitters are all juniors, so that bodes well for the future as well. But as for tonight, they're going to have to be on their A game, as we know, like you mentioned, the Snow Canyon Warriors, one of the top teams, not only in Region 9, but the state of Utah. So this is a big matchup, and you're playing them at home as well. So tough out for the Panthers, but they're going to have their A game, which I think they will.
I think they will as well. I think both teams right now are poised for some fun here tonight. Now, looking at the pitching battle for both of these teams, we'll start off with the Pineview Panthers. You've got Trayson Millen that's going to be on the bump here tonight. And then for the Snow Canyon Warriors, we're going to be seeing Zach Beck. So Zach Beck will be on the mound first, of course, here in the top of the first inning coming up here shortly, and then that'll move on over to Trayson Millen. But I'm always a big fan of pitching battles. I talked about this in last night's game that we covered between Desert Hills and Dixie as the 2 starting pitchers put up a big pitching battle last night. I'm always a fan of that part of the game, and so we'll see what the pitching battle brings.
Yeah, that's right. Milne, the senior, kind of had a little bit of a rocky start in 4 appearances. He's 0-2 with a 9.55 ERA. As we know, it can just be one bad outing and your stats can get a little inflated. We know how good of a pitcher Trayson is. And then on the other side, you look at the Snow Canyon Warriors. Zach Beck, he's pitched in some big spots. There was that big game against Dixie where they scored a lot of runs on him. So his ERA not as great as I think he would expect and this team would expect, a 4.26, but a really, really good pitcher, 2-1 in 5 appearances. So both guys trying to get their ERA down tonight with a nice start for their respective teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to get those numbers low. And especially at this point in the season is always important. Try to hit your stride now so that you're good and ready for the playoffs coming up. As we are going to be on site for the playoffs as well, as always, broadcasting those games in partnership with our friends at KSLSports.com. And that's going to be coming up in just about a month or so from now. Actually, we will be at Kearns High School. And so that'll be a good time. And until then, of course, we still got plenty of region baseball left to go with this game here tonight. Pineview Panthers, Snow Canyon Warriors. If you're joining us on the radio, appreciate you stopping on by on 99.5 or 95.3 FM in St. George, 93.1 in Cedar City. But, of course, you can watch tonight's game over on the Fan Sports Network's YouTube page or online at thefansportsnetwork.com, which will be awesome. It's always good to get you wherever it is that we have you, whether on radio or on the stream. I do want to take a look back at last night for just a moment here, Paulie, as you were covering a special moment in Region 9 sports. For those of you who do not know, record was broken, and it is a fantastic record held by one of our own Region 9 softball players.
That's right. Desert Hills senior Lulu West gets her 75th career win last night against the Cedar Reds in a 6-1 win. She was electric and breaks the state record held by Cambry Hazel with 74 wins for a long, long time out. And now Lulu West, the owner of the record, and probably going to hold for a while, I would think, because 75 wins in a high school career means you got to start a lot, not only throughout your career, but as a freshman too, and win as a freshman. So she did that and did that throughout her career, win that is, and she picks up her 75th last night. Desert Hills picks up the region title, and they're poised to make a deep state run. So it was cool to be on hand for that last night.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be fun to see what that softball team can do coming up here through this stretch of region play, which, again, they've been so good. I mean, only lost one region game in the last 4 years, so it's been quite impressive. But, a big road ahead of them. But, again, with the game here tonight, the Snow Canyon Warriors, Pineview Panthers going head-to-head for baseball. We've got it for you on the Fan Sports Network. Let's step aside. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, still inside the pregame show, we'll get to our keys to the game and take a look at the Findlay Subaru Star Watch. That's coming up next here on the Fan Sports Network.
We Win Injury Law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill. Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice. Don't forget to try our original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Back at it here at Snow Canyon High School. Coaches meeting at the plate right now, going over lineups and conversation with the umpire as well. Let's first get on into the keys to the game, brought to you by the City of St. George Rec Center. Your kid's sports journey starts with the City of St. George. Visit sgcityutah.gov. You go to that Parks and Recs tab. Let's talk about it, Paul. What are we thinking for some keys to the game?
Yeah, I think for the Pineview Panthers, as they will bat here in the top half of the first frame, and they need to start fast. I think that's the biggest key for Pineview tonight, is they got to put runs on the board in the first 3 innings, because with a team as good as Snow Canyon, you know that their offense is going to break through eventually. So Pineview's got to answer quick in the first couple innings, I think. So start fast would be my biggest key for Pineview tonight, as well as Trayson Milne got to be dialed in and sharp on the mound. He's got to play really error-free baseball behind him. That's probably the key, but Milne's got to be strong on the mound. Defense behind him real strong as well. And then for Snow Canyon, just keep doing what you're doing. You're running one of the hottest teams in the state right now, the way you're playing, 15-4. I just say do what you're doing. That's the key for the Snow Canyon Warriors, because they've been just dialed in as of late, playing some of the best baseball of any team in the state. And as well, be a little aggressive on the base pass. If you get on base, get 2 guys on, double steal, hit and run. Try and mix it up on the base pass tonight if I'm Coach Sechrist.
Absolutely. Well, of course, there's a lot that can happen in a game in Region 9, as the good old Devin Dixon says. Expect the unexpected in Region 9, right?
Absolutely.
We'll see what happens. As we've got the number 1 team in the state of Utah right now hosting, with the Snow Canyon Warriors, of course, hosting the Pineview Panthers. We're getting ready to get things going here in just a little bit. But before we do, let's go to the Findlay Subaru Star Watch. Check out Findlay Subaru with the all-star lineup on the saving side of the freeway. Let's go with one from each side. Star Watch for the Pineview Panthers. Let's start there.
Star Watch for the Panthers tonight. I think you got to look to one of the juniors, the 3 juniors that lead the way for them. And I'm going to go Porter Campbell, the junior, batting .434 with a .516 on base percentage, 5 home runs, 12 stolen bases. Kind of does it all for this Panther team. If they're going to win, he's going to have his mark on this game. So I think Porter Campbell, your Findlay Subaru Star Watch for the Panthers.
Just to throw in my 2 cents for Snow Canyon, I would say that I think it's going to be getting it done on the bump. I think it's Zach Beck. I think he's going to be my Findlay Subaru Star Watch.
Okay.
We're going to step aside. National Anthem coming up right now for you on the Fan Sports Network. Back after this.
Family moving with the City of St. George Recreation Department. They offer fun, affordable youth and adult sports for all ages and skill levels. Make memories, stay active, and get out and play. Sign up today at sgcityutah.gov/sports.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Getting ready to start things off here. Top of the first inning coming up in just a moment with the Snow Canyon Warriors, Pineview Panthers. Let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Best Friends Animal Society. We'll start off with the, of course, Pineview Panthers. They're going to be stepping up to the plate here in just a moment. And leading off for the Pineview Panthers is going to be Ryan DeWitt, with Parker Heath coming in second. Raiden Hunt is going to be batting third.
Yeah, they got three really capable hitters leading off the charge for the Panthers tonight. Look forward to seeing these guys kind of try and do what's been really tough, is hit Zach Beck. So we'll see how they can do, these first three guys coming up for Pineview.
Taking a look at the rest of the lineup here, we've got Porter Campbell out in center field, Cash Cisneros behind the dish, Tristan Sylvester at third base, Alex Hernandez, the DH, Hila Manutai on first, and Trayson Millen will be pitching with Nix Gorosko at second base. That is the starting lineup for the Pineview Panthers. We'll get to the Snow Canyon Warriors when they head up to the plate at the bottom of the first inning. But just as a reminder, we've got Zach Beck on the bump tonight, the right-handed pitcher for the Warriors, taking control of this game. And again, we'll see how the pitching battle goes here tonight.
That's right. It's going to be kind of a headliner pitching matchup. I mean, Milne the last couple starts been a little rocky, but I think tonight his talent will shine through, as well as Beck. Both guys a little higher in the ERA range, like I mentioned in the pregame. But I think it's just because they played some really quality teams. We saw Beck play Bishop Gorman, and Milne has played quite a few good Region 9 teams throughout the run here. So let's see how these pitchers dial in. I think that's a good kind of insight there, that we could see a great pitching matchup tonight. Two great flamethrowers on the mound. And we see Beck taking his warm-up tosses as he's getting dialed in and ready. And we're getting ready to start this game as the blue takes his position behind the dish.
And again, we got number 4, Ryan DeWitt, stepping up. Panthers in the maroons with the gray pants.
Yes.
And the Warriors with the white jerseys, the green lids, of course.
DeWitt, a .321 hitter, leadoff guy. .433 on-base percentage. He's the perfect table setter for this Pineview offense.
And here's a hit going right along the third base line, off the arm of third baseman P.J. Hancock, and that'll get him on the bag right away. First pitch swinging.
Sometimes you got to go after him, and first pitch swinging was the route that was taken by DeWitt there, and executed about as good as you can. A scorcher down the line off the mitt, and he is safe at first, and the line moves for the Pineview Panthers against Zach Beck.
And they're going to say error officially. Reaches on error. And, fair. That's a playable ball.
It definitely was playable.
It's a hard hit, but a playable ball.
Yeah.
Good start for Pineview, getting on base with nobody out, of course. And we're seeing a 0-1 count. Now to Parker Heath. Looking on a bunt. Chasing it down his back. He'll underhand toss to first for the force out, and that will advance the runner on the sacrifice bunt.
Yeah, only play he had, Beck, was to go to first. And, the sacrifice is a necessary evil in the small ball style play that you want to get a run here in the first inning. And now with a runner in scoring position, the Panthers are threatening here in the first inning.
So after the fielder's choice, 1 out. First pitch low to Raiden Hunt. Raiden Hunt playing right field this evening. Wearing number 12.
Hunt swings a healthy bat as well, 333 average through this part of the season.
One of the leaders on this team at the plate. So he's going to hammer one foul. Kept that one fair. Could have been a good base hit. He put it into a gap, but pulled it.
Yeah.
Now, we do have a bit of a breeze here tonight at Warrior Field with a breeze blowing from right field to left field. So for a right-handed batter, it might play in your favor. Ooh, and he gets hit. Hit by pitch will put him over on first base and plunked him right away.
And kind of a little bit of a helter-skelter start here for Snow Canyon. You had the error, the hit by pitch there, and it hasn't been the smoothest of sailing to start. But not to say that Zach Beck can't lock in here, as he's one of the best pitchers in the region, but a little bit of a helter-skelter start here.
See if the Warriors can settle on in. Pineview's taking good advantage with Porter Campbell stepping up. Here's the look over to second. Looking back down, and he will step off the rubber. Reset. Beck pitching out of the stretch with runners on. And again, facing off against another right-handed batter. Here's the throw. And he'll hit that one right on over to the dugout. Foul for strike 1.
Much needed strike there for Beck as he's looking for a way to get an out any way he can. Ground ball, fly ball, strikeout, however it comes right now, it'd be really convenient with 2 runners on for the Panthers and 1 in scoring position. And their best batting average hitter and home run guy, Porter Campbell, up to bat.
Porter Campbell, 5 home runs on the season. Swinging a great bat. Takes this one low into the chest plate of the catcher for a ball. 1-1 count. And, this Pineview team has had their moments where they shine. Some moments seem a little bit, dull perhaps, but so far to start off here in the top of the first, going up against the number 1 team in the state of Utah, so far so good. You're going to take it. Only 1 out, and it was a sack bunt.
Yeah. It's been really a great effort thus far.
Great rip down the line. Stays fair. That's going to send a run around third. Heading off for second. Another runner at rounded third. He's going to put on the brakes and stop as the throw comes in. And he probably would have scored had he taken off for it, but instead it is a 1-run lead now for the Panthers.
And what a swing by Porter Campbell, just putting the bat on ball and driving it into the outfield. Brings in the first run of this game, and that's just what a .434 hitter does. I mean, he just sees ball, hits ball, and that is a great start for this Pineview team.
Now, not only getting the run on the board, of course, a good spot to be, but you now have 2 guys in scoring position on second and third.
And the double play gone pretty much,
essentially gone, yeah.
Essentially gone, yeah. The force, at least.
No force, that's right, no force play.
No force.
Ball low. Bouncing off the turf. And I say turf because it is turf here. The infield lines and around the batter's box are indeed turf. A lot of fields nowadays at the college level going 100% turf as the curve ball goes outside, and they'll check, say that the swing did not go through. So it will be a ball, 2-0 count. What do you think of the all-turf fields?
I think turf can be good and bad, It obviously is a cleaner, easier to maintain playing surface, but I think a lot of injuries happen on turf, to be honest with you.
Good pitch there from Beck to see the zone, 2-1. I'm with you there. I think it's nice to have a consistent playing surface.
Yeah.
But there are times where cleats and turf don't necessarily mesh very well.
I agree. We see it more in football with the turf fields.
Sure. Pitch goes inside, 3-1 count. Now, we've got a few here in the state of Utah. I know that BYU, UVU, and I think the brand new University of Utah Stadium are all turf stadiums. Beck delivers low, and that'll walk and loading up the bases for the Panthers. And that'll send Tristan Sylvester up to the plate. Cash on his way to first.
Yeah, Zach Beck having trouble finding the zone early in this game, as a lot of hit batters have made contact, and he's walked. Now another batter needs to kind of get his feet under him here and kind of get out of this inning with no more damage inflicted on the scoreboard.
When we're already seeing Cale Esplin heading off to the bullpen. So this one's a swing and a miss for Sylvester.
I think that move with Cale Esplin a little preemptive. I think you got to give Beck some time to stabilize and get a rhythm. And I think that's what Coach Sechrist will do.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, missed. 0-2 count. And that was good. I like that. Going two-seamer down the middle.
Yeah.
Taking it for a strike. I mean, whether he swung at that or not, I think that one looked like it was in the zone. Let's see what he's got here on an 0-2. Pitch. Near the mark. You're hearing some oohs from the Snow Canyon fans.
Including me. I thought that was a tight one there.
It's a good frame from the catcher. I'll give him that much, right?
Yeah. Made it convincing, I'll say at least.
And got him swinging.
Yeah, that one's not you need to be convinced, right?
No needing to be convinced when it's a missed swing on strike 3. So that's out number 2, and Alex Hernandez, the DH, steps up. We're going to have a speed-up runner for Cash Cisneros, the catcher, so he can go get back to getting his equipment on. Now with 2 outs away.
And if one run is the only damage done here by the Panthers, you got to feel like you're getting away with something if you're Snow Canyon after the way they started this game from the Pineview offensive perspective. But really good rebound here from Beck if he's able to get through this.
Duffin is the speed-up runner for the Panthers, and Beck will step off the mound and reset. Still yet to see that first pitch here to Alex Hernandez. Runners on every bag. 2 outs. 1 run is scored so far for the Panthers. Pitch goes low, and nobody takes off. As the catcher couldn't quite hold on to it. It took a gentle roll away from him. Got back to it quite easily.
Now Beck. 2 outs, and he just needs 1 ball any way he can get it to get this last out. But anything to the outfield probably brings in 2 or more.
Pitch to Hernandez outside for ball 2.
Playing with fire a little bit here, as this lineup shown a really good propensity to hit the ball early in this game and throwing some stuff that is definitely hittable right now. Ooh.
Swung on, missed with the fastball.
A little elevator job there, as that one was a quick riser.
Great looking pitch. Two 1. Count against Hernandez. Here's the pitch. Delivers it low. 3-1. Snow Canyon dugout over here saying, don't give him a freebie. Let's make him work for it. And I, of course, don't blame him. That's that's a good spot to be in, is not giving him any sort of freebies. 3-1. Here's the pitch. And they got the freebie. Walked in a run.
Yeah, wow. Didn't expect this.
Yeah, great first inning is Coach Sechrist is going to head out to the mound, talk to Beck for a moment. 2-0 is the score now. And the meeting on the mound is brought to you by Great Harvest Bread Company. Check out Great Harvest for breakfast, lunch. They do catering as well. So stop on in and grab some of that fresh baked bread or a sandwich, salad, whatever it is you're looking for. Great Harvest Bread Company. Just a quick conversation. It was just a little chit chat. I remember playing baseball back in my much younger years. And those conversations would always just be, hey, just play catch. You know, it was just try to take the pressure off the pitcher right now.
Sure.
As a pitcher, you're thinking, I just want to get out of this inning. The bases are loaded. There's a lot of stuff going on in your mind. All you want to do is get out of the inning as he throws a strike for a fastball here. Great look from the pitcher's perspective on the first pitch to Hila Manutai.
Manutai has got some power. Beck got to be careful here as playing with fire a little bit. Oh, there's another nice.
Got him on the changeup, huh?
Yeah, look at that. Looks like Coach Sechrist's little mound visit. He's thrown 2 straight strikes.
See what he's got here on an 0-2. Here's the pitch. Almost the same spot as the last one, just a little lower on the fastball. On an 0-2, I don't mind that pitch, though.
Yeah, I like that on the 0-2. Try and get a call on a good frame or maybe get a outside call maybe, but he didn't get it there, but still 1-2. Ooh.
Try to get him chasing on that one as well.
Low and away there.
Yeah, curveball curved a little too far on him.
Yeah, I'm wondering just the command and kind of the control a little shaky early, but I think he's going to get it going here. This next out is so vital for him if he can get it.
Yeah, get out of the inning, get back at it in the top of the second, see what they can do. As he takes a swing at strike 3. 2 runs score for the Panthers. And I believe on just 1 hit, if you could believe that. Everything else, either errors, hit by pitch, or walks, got him in with 2 runs. We go to the bottom of the first inning with the Snow Canyon Warriors coming up. We'll give you their starting lineups on the other side here on the Fan Sports Network.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 350 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now. Visit redrockrealestate.com.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
We Win Injury Law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Today's game brought to you by Boulevard Home, making your house a home for 51 years here in Southern Utah. Should I also say throw in Southern Nevada? They got some locations there as well. Go check out Boulevard Home for your home furnishing needs. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Snow Canyon Warriors. We're going to be seeing their leadoff batter coming up, Logan Ross, second baseman, followed by Braden McGavero and Cade Kelsch batting third in the lineup. Pretty solid starting 3 there.
Yeah, absolutely. Good little trio there. And Ross, 456 hitter, 26 hits on the season, 7 RBIs from the leadoff spot, 5 doubles, 1 home run for Ross.
And, of course, Trayvon, Talon Hansen, P.J. Hancock, Bridger Larson, Diesel Lee, and Jagger McGavero for the starting lineup. And, of course, Zach Beck on the bump. Let's get on into it with Logan Ross. And, again, pitcher for the Pineview Panthers is Trayson Millen.
And Millen is a guy that can definitely get locked in and just pile up outs, but he's got to get a strong start here against a really good lineup. Let's see how he fares.
ERA has been a bit of a struggle for him at 9.55. First one strike. He has picked up a couple of losses, but doesn't mean he's not a strong pitcher.
Yeah, absolutely. Showed well last year.
Millen delivering this one right up the middle, rolling into center field, and Logan Ross is going to get aboard with a single.
His now 29th hit of the season. Logan Ross, a consummate leadoff hitter. We saw Pineview get on the first at-bat, first hit, and now Snow Canyon follows suit with Logan Ross finding his way on base. And now, here comes the big bat.
Yeah, Braden McGavero stepping up, center fielder. We got a big bat. We got a couple big bats on the way.
That's right. We got a few on the way. McGavero, more of a contact guy.
He's been solid.
He can put it over the wall,
Good contact hitter. He does have, let's see here. He's got 2 triples to his name.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what, 10 RBIs. He can make his way around the backs.
And just a senior, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he is a senior.
Son, or his
younger brother
is a
over there.
Junior.
Yeah, Jagger batting in the bottom of the lineup. Facing off with 0-1. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and this one's going to be fouled away. Bounces on the sidewalk. You know, I've been waiting for the day that we get one that comes close enough to us that I can catch a nice little foul ball out the window. But
yeah.
I've yet to see one here at Snow Canyon High School.
You got to bring your glove to the yard, you know?
I've told you, man, I keep it in my trunk. It's always there.
That's right.
You never know when you need a rousing game of catch, right?
Yeah, I agree.
I will say it's in there for my nephews,
There
you know? They like to play every so often, so you never know. This one's a grounder over to short. The glove toss to second. The throw to first is not in time, but what a play to get the out at number 2.
Lead runner gone for the Warriors, and now Cade Kelch steps in with, instead of 2 on base for him, he's just got 1 duck on the pond, and with a 2-0 lead for the Panthers. I mean, if they could have turned that double play, that would have been a rousing 2-out start, but instead get the first out and the lead runner, so still a good play by the Panthers.
It's a very good play. This feels very reminiscent of the top of the first inning where first guy gets aboard, second guy, it was a sac bunt for Pineview that advanced runner to second. This one, it was a fielder's choice as well. They just got the lead runner there this time, and so very similar starts for both of these teams. This is Cade Kelch, and he has been swinging a hot bat.
Yes.
5 home runs for Kelch. Off speed, outside the zone, 2-0.
Kelch, one of the few hitters still hitting over 500 this deep into the season. 536 average.
Are we feeling a Cade Kelch home run tonight?
Could probably see one of the hosts.
Feeling one?
It's the weather.
You gonna see it right now?
We could see it now.
Pitch goes high.
Not quite on that pitch, but
not on that pitch.
But it is a warm night. I feel like the ball's going to fly if it's given any kind of exit velocity put to it tonight.
Now, does he have the green light here on a 3-0?
Oh, you know my call on this.
Your call is swing away.
Yes. Let's see if he does. No.
Nope. How about a walk instead?
It's fine. It's just as effective, but
I wouldn't have swung at that pitch whether it was 3-0 or an 0-2.
I
mean, that one was,
was
off the
there.
mark. So smart not to swing.
Yeah.
Gets you aboard. Looking at number 7 coming up here, Trayvon.
Yeah, another over 500 batter at 533. Just 3 ticks off Cade Kelch. Had a big week in the home run department, surged from 3 to 6 in the last week. So the home run's been flying for Trayvon. Powerful batter here, and 2 on and a chance to put a dent in this game.
Now, of course, the outfield for Snow Canyon looking a little different this year with the new construction out there of the middle school getting built up just beyond the wall. And construction's been going on for what seems to be a while as this one's fouled away. But we've got seen a little forklift moving around over there.
Yeah.
So they're still hard at work over there at 7:22 on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Here's the pitch. This one's hit well, going back,
That's out.
and gone.
Wow.
A 3-run shot, Trey Vaughn.
Wow. That just, I didn't even think that, it just seems so
effortless.
Effortless, yeah. It just seems so innocent the way that ball was flying. And then it just kept going and going and going. And Trey Vaughn, his 7th home run of the season now, leading the team with 7 after that big fly.
Check it out here on the We Win Injury Law replay as he goes back and smacks off the trunk of a tree out there in left field beyond the wall. Great start to the bottom of the first inning for the Snow Canyon Warriors, getting on the board with 3, taking the lead back from the Panthers quickly.
Yeah, Panthers' lead didn't last long, but, I feel like this is going to be a back-and-forth game throughout the night as both pitchers having to deal with these lineups that are just murderers rows of hitters.
We were feeling home run. It just wasn't Cade Kelch. It was the next guy in the lineup. It was Trey Vaughn.
That's right. Sometimes you just don't get it quite right, but we still had the thought in mind with the home run,
Yeah, the feeling was there. We just didn't interpret it correctly. That's what it was.
That's right.
We got Talon Hansen up. He's facing off now with a swing and a miss, and this one's going to go right over the top of the glove of Hila Manutai, and that'll get him on base with a single.
Going to keep the rally rolling here.
Brings up 21, P.J. Hancock playing third base. First at bat here tonight for P.J. He's got a runner on first. Still just 1 out. We're seeing, again, it's a very similar looking story for both these teams where, Pineview was loading up the bases and, yeah, they got a couple runs across, but they couldn't fully capitalize. So far, Snow Canyon has capitalized with the 1 home run.
Yeah.
But we're seeing similar things here, which is that this is a game of bats right now.
It is. Both pitchers kind of on their heels a little bit with how good these batters have been. And now P.J. Hancock, 6 doubles on the season. Let's see if he can add another extra base hit here.
He's going to take a swing at some high cheese there for strike number 1. 1-1 is the count here.
6 doubles, 1 triple. So he's got the speed around the bags and already a man on. Let's see if P.J. can dent into this a little more.
Pitch goes low, bouncing off the plate for ball number 2. Still just 1 away in the bottom of the first. If you're just joining us, score 3-2. The Warriors lead here in the bottom of the first. And they continue to try to strike away and build on the lead. Here's the pitch. Popped straight up, and it's going foul out of playable territory. Evens it up at 2.
Now P.J. Long battle here with Milne.
See what he's got on the 2-2. Runner goes. Fouled away. Talon Hansen makes a trot back to first from the foul ball. Count remains 2-2. Still just 1 out. 1 out coming from that second at-bat where they picked off the leadoff runner on a fielder's choice. Since then, it's been all Warriors taking control. See what they got here with P.J. Hancock again with a 2-2 count. And he'll foul another one out of play.
The fight in P.J. tonight is palpable here. I mean, he is not going down, and it's been a great duel between pitcher and batter. Who's going to outsmart the other one here?
PJ doing a great job protecting the zone. See what he's got. Here's the pitch. Inside, full count.
Works it to the 3-2, like you say, and now this becomes kind of a crucial stretch for Pineview now because Snow Canyon, just with 1 out, they can keep piling on if they're not able to get a quick one here.
This one's hit high. Playable in left, and it's going to go over his head, land on the warning track, and he's going to round all the way over to second base. Talon Hansen makes his way over to third, and you've got 2 runners in scoring position off the double from P.J. Hancock.
I mentioned he had 6. How about now 7 for P.J. Hancock, as he is a guy that has a propensity to get the around the bag for those doubles. It moves into second place on the team with that 7th one here, as we see. Pretty cool.
Now we've got Bridger Larson stepping up. First base for the Warriors, batting lefty. Not a lot of lefties on either roster. First pitch high, fastball from Millen.
Millen is definitely a little bit, got to be a little careful here because this game could turn topsy-turvy quickly.
Sends one to about the exact same spot, nearly an identical pitch. 2-0 count. And this one's hit well, shallow center. That'll bring in at least 1, and they'll send over number 2 as he rounds first. The play will not even go to the plate. That brings in 2 more runs. It is an RBI single, 2 RBIs for Bridger Larson.
And Bridger is helping blow this game open for Snow Canyon. We're going to see a visit from Coach Walker. Going to get out there and take a check on Millen, and rightly so after this. It's kind of been a hit parade. You know, they have really gotten it going. The whole lineup seeing the ball really well, and it looks as if we might see a pitching change here.
It looks like that is indeed what's going to happen.
Yes.
And pitching change coming after you in just a moment. Just a real quick update here, taking a look at some of the Scooters Coffee stats. Logan Ross starts things off with a single. Braden McGavero, it's a fielder's choice. He ends up on first. Cade Kelsch walks. Trayvon, home run, 3-run home run. Talon Hansen, a single. P.J. Hancock, a double. Bridger Larson, a single, bringing in 2 more runs. Snow Canyon Warriors bats are hot right now. And it looks like we're going to be seeing number 15, I believe, coming in. This is Trayson Albrecht. So we'll step aside, take a little bit of a break here. We will get you some of the stats for Albrecht when we come back on the Fan Sports Network.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Scooters Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooters Coffee. Open 7 days a week.
Handel's Homemade Ice Cream is now open on River Road by Sprouts.
Come enjoy 48 flavors made fresh daily.
Cones, sundaes, shakes, and quarts to go.
Handel's Happiness Served Daily on River Road.
So it's 5-2. The Snow Canyon Warriors are leading the way, and we already have a pitching change here in the bottom of the first inning. We're going to be seeing Albrecht on the mound, and up to this point, taking a look at some of the pitching stats for Albrecht, and I'll be honest, I'm not even seeing his name popping up in the pitching category all that much here. So I think we're going to be seeing something new here for Pineview, at least according to the stats that we do have on hand. I'm not seeing Albrecht on those stat sheets, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Pitching change brought to you by Udy & Associates. Give Luke Udy a call. See how much you could save on home, auto, or life insurance. Let's take a look here. Oh, we're seeing number 25. I'm looking at the wrong number. There we go. We got Probst on the mound. Excuse me for that. I had misread the number earlier. Paulie over here pointing that out to me. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
So Jackson Probst, let's take a look at some of his numbers as we're looking at a 1-1 count. 4.75 ERA. Not bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty good.
5 appearances, so he's seen the mound a good handful of times here. Right now looking at 2-1 count. And at the plate right now, this is Diesel Lee. Batting DH for the Warriors here tonight. Here's the pitch. Goes low.
One of the better names in region on the all-name team. Paulie's all-name team.
That's a baseball name right there.
It's a great one.
3-1 is the count here to Diesel Lee. Pitch, runner goes. Takes a swing at it. The throw is not there. So Bridger Larson makes his way over to second base on the Nets on Fire steal, and it is a full count with the swing and the miss to Diesel Lee.
Lee just looking to keep the line moving here for this lineup that's been so aggressive and so just dialed in early.
Probst takes pitch low, and that will walk Lee on over to first. Taking a walk over to first, bringing up Jagger McGavero. Jagger batting ninth in the lineup. Still just one out, so we may see a full bat through the lineup plus some.
We could, definitely. And
barring some sort of double play here, of course.
Jagger, the junior, hitting the ball really well. 308 average, five RBIs on the season.
Good first pitch from Probst.
2 doubles. So he's got the speed. Let's see if he can put bat on ball here and add to this lead for the Warriors.
Second pitch from Probst looked good, off the mark. Enough for ball 1. 2 on, runner on first, runner on second. Just 1 out. Here's the 1-1 count in the bottom of the first. Taking a look at the runner on second. Here's the throw. That'll get the zone.
Yeah, good looking pitch there. It's Probst trying to, stabilize and get the Panthers out of this inning and just try and maneuver through this, as he's been dealt a tough hand here. But it's his job to just try and wade through the murky waters. Oh, wow.
Bat on ball, and it is hit into the gap right in front of center. They're going to put on the brakes, and smartly so. That will load up the bases with the base hit from Jagger McGavero. Sending Logan Ross to the plate.
Logan had that leadoff single to start the game, and he has mentioned his batting average. He's scorching at 456, 7 RBIs, 5 doubles, 1 home run. This is a guy that's got a power bat. He can swing it.
Now, here's something to pay attention to. The Warriors have batted all the way through the lineup. They've seen 9 guys.
Yeah.
Every single guy has gotten on base. They've had 9 on base. The 1 out came because he was already on first and he was fielder's choice on his way to second, as this one's fouled away. So for the Warriors' perspective, on base percentage, 100% tonight. And you bat through the lineup already once. You literally cannot ask for better.
That's right. As far as offensively, you're right, Caden. There's just
the only thing better would be home runs from everybody.
Yeah.
That's just never going to happen. This is a grounder over to second. The play is there, and the double play is there. And that will get them out of the inning. The Panthers with a fantastic double play.
Wow, look at that on the replay as he executes it perfectly, and we are out on to the next inning here.
That will send us back over to Pineview with the leadoff batter going to be Hila Manutai coming up on the Fan Sports Network.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Hi there, Dr. Cody Johnson from Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Just like any good sports team needs a game plan, your child's dental health needs one too. Call us or check us out online. Don't forget to ask for our new patient special. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, keeping your kids' teeth in championship form.
Top of the second inning here on the Fan Sports Network. 5-2. The Warriors got out to a healthy lead. And we're going to be seeing Trayson Milne coming up. First pitch going off the mark, ball one. Trayson Milne started off at pitcher, still in the lineup here to bat. And he's going to get a bat on ball with a nice healthy single going through the 5-6 gap on a line drive.
A good healthy swing there, and exactly what the Panthers needed and the doctor ordered for Pineview, because after that big inning from Snow Canyon, last thing you need is to go 3 up, 3 down if you're the Panthers. Instead, Milne gets them started, and the rally's on here.
It'll bring up the top of the lineup already with Ryan DeWitt. First pitch, high, ball one. Just in the second inning here, we've already seen about 40 minutes of baseball. This has been a marathon of a baseball game through just the first inning. And that one will hit the mark. I'm going to keep an eye here to see if Kelsch is trying to go for some sort of a back pick over to first. He keeps looking that direction, which is good. That's what you want your catcher to do when there's a runner at first. Taking a swing, golf swing at that pitch that was low and away for strike one. Strike two.
Went fishing a little bit there, as that one was not really hittable, I don't think, but good disguising. Oh.
There's the pick over to first.
It's a little crafty.
Again, Millen's getting a healthy lead off over there at first. So I'm not surprised to see some movement. Kelsch looked that direction.
Kind of looked him back.
We'll see. Bridger Larson, first baseman. He's going to try to keep an eye on him as well, of course. Try to make that tag if it's available. Ooh. Pitch goes high and inside. 2-2 is the count. 3-2, full count. Here's a look. He's going to step off. Region 9 Baseball tonight brought to you by Dealer Collision. We've had a big hit of the game already, a home run from Snow Canyon side of things with Trey Vaughn. This one's going to go up in the air and foul. Count remains full. No outs, runner on first. Here in the top of the second inning. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled away.
Now back. Working hard in the first 2 innings and not really too low maintenance, easy to maneuver through innings for him. He's had to work here.
He's sitting on 36, make that 37. And as a walk, the runner over to first.
At bat, number 8, Tucker Heath.
And now he's seeing more and more base runners on in the first 2 innings than he normally does, I think. And this is probably putting a little pressure on Beck, who is a great pitcher, but having a little uneven start tonight with this really opportunistic Pineview lineup.
We'll see what he's got up his sleeve still. I mean, the game is young.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Lots can happen. But you've got a tying run at the plate. Great pitch going, will look to be a slider from my perspective for strike one. Fastball swinging. Trying to pick the runner off, and they lost it.
Probably would have been there.
If the throw was there. I'm telling you, Millen's getting healthy leads. It's a matter of time before he just takes off on one, though.
Yeah.
If he sees that opportunity to take off on one, he's going to go. I mean, he's looking for any sort of a bobbled ball from the catcher, from Kelsch behind the dish. And if he sees anything like that, he's already halfway to third. Pitch from Beck. And this one's hit high, playable in center field. Caught, runner tags, the throw over to third. He's taken off for it, and he's going to dive head first, safe at third as he tags up, and the runner at first stays.
What a sequence that was. That throw was really had a lot of juice on it. I thought it was going to be there in time, just a little off target, and not able to get the tag down. So Pineview still with a threat here in this inning, with a chance to maybe break through and get another run or potentially two.
That was Parker Heath, who flew out to center and brings in Raiden Hunt. He was hit by pitch his first at-bat.
Raiden, a 583 hitter.
First pitch, strike one.
7 hits on the season, 4 RBIs, 2 doubles, 1 triple for Hunt, the junior.
Here's the pitch. Goes low, ball gets away. Runner's going to come over to home. The throw is not there, and it's a score for Pineview. Runner from first took off to second, got there easily, thought about third. So Pineview, another run on the board, makes this a 5-3 game. Snow Canyon still remains on top.
The Warriors a little not as sharp as normal defensively, but that one just a pass ball gets away and scores a run. And now the Panthers really roaring back into this one.
Brings up to a 1-1 count, and again, Raiden Hunt steps back up. Here's the pitch. Goes off. 2-1 now. Not much of a breeze. It died down for a bit. It's pulling back up again. Here's the throw. Fastball low and inside. It'll be a 3-1 count now here to Hunt.
Now Hunt needs to get a good swing on this ball, as he's basically can cut this to a 1-run lead with anything to the outfield, and that one's going to not do that, though.
Yeah, grounder to short, and that will be out number 2. I thought he nearly pulled his foot off that first base
So did
bag.
I.
Let's see if we have that on a replay here, because take a look at that first baseman's foot. I want to see if he was... Oh, he's there. Okay, from my perspective, it looked. We're up here in the clubhouse. We're actually over here right above the Snow Canyon dugout on the first base line. So, angle's a little bit different. Looking straight down the line from our camera angle, it definitely looked more like he's on the bag. So, call it out, number 2. It's pitch low to Porter Campbell. One as he looks at the runner on second. Swung on and missed. Count goes 1-1.
Good looking power pitch from Beck there. I think that's what he needs to do more of. Painting the outside corners and some of the other things he's tried this game have been working great. But when he just goes after the hitters with his best fastball and his best stuff, more times than not it works.
Kelsch getting in front of that one as it was spiked into the dirt. 2-1 count. Snow Canyon Warriors have won a state championship as recently as 2024, just 2 years ago. That state championship taking place at Salt Lake Community College. Paul, I'm sure you have very fond memories of many a late night rain delay.
That's right. Many a night spent at SLCC.
Yeah, that I want to say it was night number 1 or night number 2 after very long days of baseball.
It was. I think it was night number 2.
Where you get you have a full day. I mean, because it's a double elimination, so those first 2 days are brutal. And rain delays took it so that the final game didn't get over till, I believe, well after midnight. This one's going to be hit right up the middle, taking a hop over second base, rolls into center field. They're going to send the runner around, play at the plate, and he is going to be tagged out. Beautiful throw in from center field. Wow. Check this out again. Great contact. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better hit here, but check out this throw coming on in from McGavero. Wow.
That was on a line. Absolute BB to the plate. Beautiful.
Beautiful. We head to the bottom of the second. It's the Warriors on top 5-3. Looking to extend it when we return here on the Fan.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Get the whole family moving with the City of St. George Recreation Department. They offer fun, affordable youth and adult sports for all ages and skill levels. Make memories, stay active, and get out and play. Sign up today at sgcityutah.gov/sports.
We're going to be seeing Braden McGavero leading off, followed by Cade Kelch and Trey Vaughn. It's your lineup coming at you for the Snow Canyon Warriors here in the bottom of the second inning. Wilkinson's House lighting scoreboard with 5 runs for the Warriors, 3 for the Panthers, and that is through 1.5 innings of ball. Again, the Snow Canyon Warriors have done something that I don't know if I have maybe ever seen in my time covering high school baseball, and that is every single member of a lineup getting on base in 1 inning.
Yeah, that's very rare.
And they plunk him right away. Right away. And you can see Probst, he immediately went down thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that.
Now, looks as if there's going to be some more.
Yeah, quick conversation. And it looks like they're actually going to bring him out.
Wow.
He's kind of holding his back, so I'm wondering if that was a bit of an injury.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he is.
He might have injured himself. He's holding his back. He's got that arm back there. Maybe that's why he went down. Less to do with the hit by pitch and more to do with his own whatever it is, some sort of injury, perhaps.
Could have potentially been an injury. As having a longer conversation out there.
Yeah, and he hands the ball over. And you can tell whatever it is, it's got him feeling quite upset. So might have just pulled something in the back, which, man, you can do that. Baseball's, as we actually have the Snow Canyon side, the home team provides, medical staff, some trainers, athletic trainers, and they're going to actually walk over there. As you can see him crossing the screen right now, they're going to go and check him out just to make sure he's okay. And so we will have a pitching change where Hila Manutai is going to be coming on over from first base. So we are going to be seeing some changing going on here. And I believe Tracy Millen's going to step on in somewhere as well here. As he was over on second, I think he might be moving over potentially to first. Looks like he grabbed a first base glove, so I think that might be the move. But this pitching change is brought to you by Udy and Associates. You know this guy, Luke Udy. See how much you can save with rates on home, auto, life insurance by giving him a call today, 435-251-9102. And I'm very concerned about what went on with Probst. I mean, it was the very first pitch of the at-bat, and he immediately went down and he was holding his back. So some sort of pulled muscle in the back, potentially.
Hopefully everything's okay for Probst, as, like you said, looked kind of looked kind of eerie how he went down like that. Didn't really know why, but now we know it is potentially an injury and hope that he's okay.
And, of course, he'll get checked out, as we mentioned as well, by the athletic trainers. And hope the best for him. Unfortunate scenario there. So, again, this is Hila Manutai. Hila Manutai stepping up to the plate, getting some warm-ups in right now in the bottom of the second inning. This is already the third pitcher for the Pineview Panthers. Third pitcher with only 3 outs away. And, of course, we haven't seen anything yet here in the second. So, you don't love to see him burning through bullpen this quickly in this kind of game. Yeah. I mean, of course, they are keeping pitch counts fairly low because of this. And one of them being potentially injured does not help anything either. So, kind of a rough go for the mound right now for the Panthers. Let's see if they can clean it up. Maybe Gila's going to be the guy.
Could be. As Probst looked good prior to really getting hurt there or having what could be an injury.
Yeah.
But now Manutai takes the mound, and we are ready to get going.
Hila, the lefty, going against lefty Kelch. Runner goes, and the thrower to first, then he steals it easy. How about that?
Yeah, that lefty pickoff move. A little different for runners to kind of diagnose. And
Braden McGavero gets to second. I mean, he turned on the jets and just took off for it. I thought they had him too.
Yeah.
I mean, he just missed. He missed the throw over to first, and over at first right now, that's Sterner who would come in. Pitch to Kelch goes ball one.
Kelch batting over 500 on the season. Absolutely tearing the cover off the ball and
pops this one straight up. And that looks like it's going to be out of play. Just out of play. It lands right above the coach's heads, basically, over there on the Pineview side. It'll be 1-1. Yeah, so that's Ollie Sterner over on first base, coming on in, taking the spot of Hila Manutai. Hila working out of the stretch with that runner on second. Taking a look at second, back at the plate. Here's the throw. It's going to be popped up for Kelch in play. And the catch is there in short from DeWitt.
That's a big out for Manutai there, as Kelch, one of the more explosive and really just dialed in, disciplined batters in the region. And he just gets a nice pop fly out and brings up another dangerous hitter.
Yeah, Trayvon already getting the home run earlier tonight. First inning homer. Second inning, let's see what he's got up his sleeve this time around. 5-3 is the ball game right now with Snow Canyon Warriors on top. Good pitch from Hila. Just off the mark a bit for ball one.
Vaughn now, after that first inning home run, takes the lead over for the team lead in home runs with 7.
Second pitch goes high, ball 2. Two-one count to Trayvon. One away, runner on second. Here's the pitch. Takes the spike into the dirt. McGavero stays at second. 3-0 is the count. Well, the trainers made their way back on over, so looks like they're done tending to Probst, which is a good sign that they're back. And I haven't seen him over there in the dugout or anything walking around, but whatever it is, he has been treated to it, which is a good sign. Pitch goes inside again, so with the inside high pitch, that's a 4-pitch walk. Trayvon, which power hitter like that, maybe that's not the worst thing.
Probably not, especially with a man on. Could have been
a 2-run shot.
Instead of a 2-run home run, probably a good asset management there.
Yeah, you'll take it. You'll
Yeah.
take that. That's an okay walk, and it gives you a force out now at first, second, and third. That's okay. Talon Hansen will step up now for the Warriors. Hansen got a single his first at-bat. First pitch high. Now for Gila, you've pitched 4 straight balls. Got to try to find the zone here.
That's right. And Pineview burning through a lot of pitchers tonight as well. You know, they've gone to their pen early, and
That's a good pitch right there. Got him fouling one away.
And Manitai kind of being that long reliever role at this point with plenty of innings left in this game. He's going to have to chew up some pitches and innings for this Panther team.
Count of 1-1. Gila looks at the runner on second, throws. They're going to give him a strike on that one, and there's some conversation from the dugout saying, I don't know about that one, as he was ducking out of the way of the pitch.
That was a close one, I'll admit.
You know, these guys crowd the plate. They back up on stuff like that. You never know. This one's popped straight up, headed foul territory.
It's going to make it.
And it goes foul territory. Bounces on the sidewalk right in front of us. And everyone's cheering over here. Wherever that landed must have been something cool because the entire dugout was like, hey, that was cool. So I don't know what happened there. Here's the 1-2. Another one fouled away. Staying alive with the at-bat. Again, this is Talon Hansen. PJ Hancock on deck. PJ hit that double. His first at-bat.
Yeah.
It's about the same spot as the one that was called strike. Just about the same spot. But this time called ball. 2-2 is the count.
It's been a good pitcher-batter duel here.
Yeah, I love it. I love a good at-bat. We've seen a couple foul balls that keeping this one alive with a higher pitch count than maybe what's shown in the ball strikes. This one high, full count. About a 7-pitch at-bat by my count.
Yeah, this has been quite the battle.
Gila sitting with 14 pitches, excuse me. And about, again, half of those in this at-bat alone. Runners go. That's a swing and a miss. And they could have made the throw over there. There was only one out, so that swing and miss for strike 3 is just out number 2. And now you got runners on second and third.
And PJ Hancock coming up. And he's got an opportunity to get 2 more in here with 2 in scoring position. And I don't think he is going to be shy swinging this bat. And Gila's got to be on his game here for this final out of this inning.
Now, the momentum is definitely slowed down here. And not just for the Warriors, just kind of in general. The game momentum feels like it's slowing down. You do have a couple runners on third. You could break it open here with a nice base hit. This pitch from Gila goes a little high on the fastball.
Manitai is really, in mop-up duty, doing great here, I think.
Second pitch outside.
Because when he came to the yard today, what likelihood do you think he thought he'd be pitching in the second inning?
You know, if Coach pulled him aside and just said, "Hey, I might have you in relief. You might be third down the line," you're thinking, "All right, I'll come in the 6th or 7th inning, not the second." This one's hit well, about the same spot as the last one. Could be playable out there in the left. It bounces off the bottom of the wall. That'll drive in 2 runs, and it's another double for P.J. Hancock. We're going to call him the Double King here tonight.
That's right. The two-bag maestro, and he finds his way again onto the second base bag, and like you said, drove into the bigger thing there. And this line just continues to move for the Warriors as Man, one of the most Deseret's #1 team in the state, and it looks like it tonight.
It is a 7-3 ball game on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Fouled away. Count starts off 0-1 with the foul ball. Taking a look. Getting the call from the catcher. Checks the runner at second. Here's the throw. Good pitch. Strike 2. Good pitcher's count, 0-2.
Now this is a resilient spot here where you've got to have a little grit to get through this inning and keep your team in this game if you're Manitou.
Goes high, and he got him on the helmet. He smacks the helmet on his way to first. Oh, I love it. You know, I'm a fan of stuff like that. You know, I know we talk about sportsmanship,
Yeah,
right?
we do.
And people say, don't get too rowdy, don't be bat flipping, don't be doing something. If it's to your own dugout and you're just doing it to fire up your own teammates, I'm cool with whatever. Do whatever you want. If it's firing up your own teammates, as long as it's not egregious, do whatever you're gonna do. I'm a big fan of that, and that's what we're seeing right there with Bridger Larson smacking the helmet after getting hit on the head. I'm okay with that when it's towards your own dugout.
Because it's not taunting.
It's not taunting to me, yes. And hey, in Gila's defense, yes, he hit a guy right there. You never want to do that, but he's been dealing pretty well. He had him with an 0-2 count, throws a strike right here. In relief, Gila's been pretty solid.
Yeah.
He's got to keep it going here, though. Try to avoid any more runs scored. He goes outside. And again, this has been some pitching struggles for Pineview tonight.
Yes.
And maybe that's kind of been the story for the season for Pineview has been some bullpen struggles. They got to try to avoid it as much as they can.
Sure. And having to go to the pen early tonight.
This pitch also goes high.
Doesn't help things.
And I'll tell you this, Gila's already sitting there with 24 pitches. I mean, if this game does end up going a full 7 innings, which is trending towards, they will have to make another pitching change at some point because Gila's going to reach that magical number where he's going to have to be subbed out at some point.
Absolutely. He will be the long man for him, and he'll probably eat up as many as he can.
Absolutely. This one's sent straight up, playable. Looks like Millen's going to settle under it at second, and he does for out number 3, but not before 2 runs come across the board for the Warriors. With 2 runs coming across, it makes the score right now 7-3. The Warriors on top. We head to the top of the 3rd when we return here on the Fan Sports Network.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Today's game, of course, brought to you by Grass Creek Construction. Integrity is their competitive edge. Visit them online at grasscreekconstruction.com. The Panthers will step up to the plate here. Facing off against Zach Beck, who started off a little rough in the first inning, collected himself a decent second inning, and he's slowly improving inning by inning. We'll see what he can do here in the 3rd, see if he can keep it calm, cool, and collected. So he's now facing off against Cash Cisneros.
I like that assessment. Gotten better and better through the innings. Let's see if this is his best one yet. Been a really good pitcher. And a guy that has great command.
Good speed, good strike, 0-2. I love when you compliment a guy and he does something like that.
Yes.
You know?
Makes you feel that reaffirmation, like you said something that's right, you know? Beck is hitting his groove here.
Going low in the zone. And a lot could be said for the guy at the plate as well. Cash Cisneros behind the dish for Pineview this season. Great catcher in Region 9. Fantastic baseball player. Takes this one outside as well. 2-2 count. It's definitely cooling off on us here tonight now that the sun's gone down behind the hills.
It is.
Outside pitch, full count. Did we speak too soon? Let's see. He's got to start dealing some strikes again.
Yeah.
See what he's got on a full count.
See what he's got here, but
here's the pitch. This one's hit well from Cash down the line. Stays fair, rounds first. The throw in, and that's going to be an easy double for Cash Money.
Cash Money indeed, as he stroked that one out to the right field corner, really. I mean, it was kind of out of our view a little bit down the line.
Yeah, we get to a certain point here at the Warrior Baseball Complex where they have a little, we're up in like the locker room clubhouse part. There's like a secondary clubhouse off to the side where they do the announcing and stuff from. And that is just out of the view from us to where if anything goes in that right field corner, you can't see it. We can't see it at all. So we try to give you the best calls that we can, of course. This one's a swing and a miss from Tristan Sylvester. But a good leadoff hit for Cash to get things rolling for Pineview. Here's the pitch. Outside. Count goes 1-1. Beck. Setting the stretch. Goes high fastball, ball 2.
Beck trying to find the strike zone consistently tonight, as he looked better in that second inning. And this inning, still trying to get his feet under him a little bit.
That pitch goes inside, got Sylvester dancing out of the way.
Runs to 3-1 count here. Hitter's count for Sylvester.
Here's the pitch. That'll walk him. 2-1, no outs. And Sylvester makes the trot, bringing up Alex Hernandez, the designated hitter. And it looks like we may be seeing some bullpen movement coming at the Warriors here shortly. They did at one point get Kale Esplin out there, got him started. We'll see if that's who they'll roll with again for relief pitcher coming up.
It's definitely some a call to action for the bullpen. I think that there probably will be someone up here shortly.
And especially if there's a hit or a walk, I mean, you're going to start seeing some of that for Pineview where they start to capitalize here, and that's usually going to require a pitching change on the other side for the Warriors. Fouled away from Hernandez.
First two batters, a walk and a double. No damage done yet, so not time, I don't think, quite yet. But like you say, one more hit, one more big kind of sequence could spell the end for Beck here.
Here's the pitch. This one's going to be a grounder to third. The throw to first is there. That'll be out number 1, and runners advance to second and third.
A huge first out for Zach Beck there, as he needed that from his defense, and they find a way to get the out for him. And it's going to make this sequence here coming up big, as with two runners in scoring position for the Panthers and 2 outs to get. This becomes one of the bigger junctures of the game, as Beck wants to stay in, and we all know that. You know, every pitcher wants to keep going, but I feel like if a hit's made here,
this one's popped up. And again, another one that is foul territory, and it's caught. Wow, right at the wall. It is caught by Larson. Bridger Larson comes over from first, and, I mean, he was right up against the netting making that catch for out number 2. What an incredible play.
Just a stud play there. That ball was basically over the fence, and he just grabs it, brings it back into the field of play for the second out.
That's impressive. And they, of course, had to chase back because catcher and first baseman came over. They wanted to make sure that nobody from third was tagging up. No one was covering home, and they ran it back quick enough that there was no attempt to try to get a run across. First pitch swinging over to second on the ground ball, and that will be out number 3. No damage done for the Warriors as the Panthers had a good look at it. They had a hit, they had a walk, just wasn't quite enough. The score remains 7-3. We head to the bottom of the third inning here on the Fan Sports Network.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
Warning, what you're about to hear may impact your dinner plans. The viral mac and cheese place you've seen online has made its way to town. Imagine build your own mac with fan favorite toppings like smoked brisket all the way to the controversial pineapple. Try it at the Red Cliffs Mall in St. George or in front of BYU in Provo.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Bottom of the third inning here with the Pineview Panthers sticking with Gila Manutai on the bump. The Snow Canyon Warriors will be leading off at the bottom of the lineup with Jagger McGavero, followed by Logan Ross. Then Braden McGavero is in the hole. So right now they lead 7-3. If you're joining us on the Fan Sports Network on the radio side, thank you for hopping in on your dial. And this game is being streamed. So once you get to some sort of a destination, if you're driving out there in your car, or if you, of course, have your YouTube app on your phone, you can pull us up that way by searching the Fan Sports Network. If you're on your desktop, search us at thefansportsnetwork.com. Click on the Region 9 tab and look for today's game between the Warriors and the Panthers. 2 nights in a row calling some baseball here in Region 9 last night at Desert Hills, as this one is hit foul. Good contact off the end of the barrel. Last night, Desert Hills, Dixie. Desert Hills gets the win. Dixie put up a fight, though. I mean, we had a couple lead changes back and forth. You were calling a softball game last night, Paulie. So
Yes.
this is our third game of some form, softball or baseball, in the last 24 hours.
Yes. Jam-packed coverage.
Another good contacted hit. Is it going to go foul? And it's going to be caught. It was in foul territory, and it gets caught out there by Heath. Putting a good track on it for out number 1.
Yeah, pretty good over-the-shoulder catch there. And looked like a tough run and a long way to go, but he gets on his horse and gets all the way out there to make that play for the first out of the inning here.
You know, Parker Heath, it's so hard in the first part of this game. He kind of missed a play, but again, he's out there where he's staring directly into the sun, kind of missed one in the sun. So now at this point of the day, he's like, hey, I'm just happy I can see the ball again.
That's
you
right.
Can track some down, you know. It's a tough position to play when you're at a field like this, where, you know, anytime you're facing into the sun for the first part of the day is never great.
Sure.
Second pitch goes high, count of 1-1. You know, and it's interesting. You take a look at all the fields in Region 9, and this one in Pine Views both face the same direction, facing towards the southeast. This one's popped up as well, going into shallow center. And center field's going to call that one off. Campbell will make the catch. So Logan Ross flies out 2 in a row.
Ross, a hard hitter to get out right now, the way he's been getting on base. So that's a big out for Manitou.
Brings up Braden McGavro. Dixie's faces southwest, talking about the way that all of the fields are aligned. Which that one, when the sun is setting, doesn't really affect that many people. I'd say that one might be the best one when it comes to specifically the sun.
Yeah, absolutely, and the glare and all
Some
the
early
things that
morning
come with
baseball,
it.
maybe not so much, as this one's hit high towards center field. Settling underneath it. That's out number 3. How about that? Quick 3 up, 3 down with some fly balls, getting things rolling here for the Pineview Panthers. And Cade Kelch, no need to take off those knee guards. You're getting right back behind the plate here to get things rolling. And the Panthers will be back up. Going to take a break. We've got the top of the lineup coming at us for the Pineview Panthers when we return in our Boulevard home game of the week. Snow Canyon leads 7-3.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Looking for a great lunch and great value with endless options for everyone? Then hurry over to Mountain Mike's Pizza for our all-you-can-eat lunch buffet. Mountain Mike's Weekday Lunch Buffet. It's lunch and salad bar the way it ought to be.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Today's game here on the Fan Sports Network brought to you by Mountain Mike's. Looking for the local legends, our mountain mover of the week, where we recognize them. And again, these are athletes who do a little extra, whether it's on or off of the playing field. And coaches across Region 9 can nominate players as mountain movers of the week. They're going to say you went around for it. Strike number 1. Again, this is top of the lineup here for the Pineview Panthers. Ryan DeWitt. DeWitt taking strike 2. Zach Beck continues to deal on the mound for the Warriors.
We have some.
We do have movement, though, going in that direction.
Yes.
As far as pitch count goes, he's sitting at 68. Make it 69 pitches. That one being pitch number 70 for ball 1.
Yeah, we do have action, at least brewing. I don't know that they're,
if they're there yet.
If they're quite there, but they've made the motion.
Yep, Kale Esplin is going to be the next guy up here for the Warriors. That's the plan as of right now. So this one's hit on a line right past the outstretched glove of the second baseman, and it's a base hit for Ryan DeWitt.
And DeWitt, a guy over 300 on the season, close to 400. He's a guy that is going to continue to get better and better and better, and just that swing is so pure as he puts it in the outfield to put a man on for the Panthers in this top of the 4th inning.
The guy on first, up to the plate, Parker Heath, takes a big chop and a miss. Strike 1. Heath playing left field. Saw some action in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Got out number 1. Tracked it down in foul territory and brought it in as he takes a chop and a miss for strike number 2.
Now Beck starting to dial in with the location and the command. I feel like he's been a lot closer and in the strike zone the last 2 innings. Even in his misses, they're near misses, it feels like.
Trying to hit his strides. That ball gets away on the toss over to first. And DeWitt will end up on second.
Now the double play ball not in play for the Warriors, and that's a big sequence of events there for Pineview to get a runner in scoring position as well.
Pineview still at a point that they could get back into this one. I mean, we saw that game against Cedar back on, I believe it was Friday night, where the Panthers were down, 10-0. They got back within 10-7. As this one's a little hopper to first, and that'll be out number 1. He will step on the bag, collect it. Ryan DeWitt makes his way over to third.
Yeah, it advances another bag. So effective play, gets near, so close to home, which will make this, if we get a run in for the Panthers, make it a 7-4 ball game. We're 7-3 right now. Panthers need a play.
Raiden Hunt. First pitch goes ball. So 1-0. He's 0 for 1. Hit by pitch. Came around to score. And then he grounded out to short his next at-bat. Pops this one straight up. Going out of play.
No play, it looks like. I thought there was space there, but that one lofted way foul ball.
And when you say lofted, it was lofted. I think that thing stuck in the air for a solid 10 to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, that thing
took a while to come down.
It was good contact, and it stayed up for a while. He's going to foul this one back towards his own dugout for strike number 2. He's seeing the ball. He's getting contact with the ball. He's just got to try to find some open grass out there in the field. And if he does, that's another run for Pineview. He can easily bring in a run with a guy on third. And here's the chopper over to third. That's going to be out number 2, and they keep the runner there.
Looks him back. What a beautiful play that is. As there wanted to be a mad dash to home, but instead, the look back. So vital play at any level of high school. And gets the second out, and now Beck dreaming of a scoreless inning for back-to-back innings.
It's not going to be the 3-up, 3-down that Pineview had against Snow Canyon, as we're now seeing the 4th batter. First pitch, strike number 1 to Campbell. However, so far it has been fairly solid defensively, minus, of course, the one single off of the bat of Ryan DeWitt. Ooh, and that got him. Spoke too soon.
Yeah. 2 outs. Still runners on the corners now, and Pineview's got a golden opportunity here. A Willy Wonka golden ticket is being handed out right now to Pineview.
Watch for this to happen, because this happens all the time with 2 outs. Runner at first goes, intentionally gets caught up in a pickle to try to get that runner from third to score.
Ah, yes. I would like to see something like that.
The goal being you don't get tagged out until that guy at least touches home plate. Gets you one closer.
Just got to fight in that pickle for as long as you can, right?
That's right.
Just get them going back and forth, back and forth. Let that runner get in. I saw that at the MLB level, I think just the other day.
It's a good tactic if you're searching for just the one run. If you're okay with getting the run and getting out of the inning, great tactic, right?
Yeah, because it's a guaranteed out almost.
Yeah, and I would say don't do it until late in the at-bat. If you're looking at if you're looking right now, you're looking at a 2-0, don't do it, right? Your guy might walk. You're not going to see it happen right now.
Yeah.
But if you got 2 strikes against you and in an 0-2 count or something like that, you might see something like that come to fruition, as this one is strike 1. 2-1 count. Again, this is Cassius Narros.
Hit that double,
man.
Yeah.
Hit that double in the bottom of the third.
Absolutely smoked that ball.
He smokes this one too, but it's going to be playable in right field for out number 3. And just like that, the Warriors get out of it unscathed to the bottom of the 4th inning we go. That's coming up next, where the Warriors lead 7-3 on the Fan.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
At Findlay Subaru, we win for our customers. From the first handshake to you driving off the lot, our team runs the perfect game plan every time. Score your next Subaru at Findlay Subaru, 1453 Sunland Drive, on the saving side of the freeway.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Snow Canyon Warriors stepping up to the plate here shortly with a lineup of Cade Kelch, Trayvon, Talon Hansen. We're going to see each of those guys coming up here shortly. They lead 7-3 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Wilkinson's House of Lighting, lighting up Region 9. If you got a new builder, if you're just looking to spruce things up, Wilkinson's House of Lighting, they've got a lot of things over there. I mean, it's, trust me, whatever you think of when it comes to lighting, you walk in there and you're like, I didn't even know that was an option.
Yeah, they've got some
They've got some
exquisite
crazy
and
stuff.
some simple stuff. They've got everything.
Yeah, some beautiful stuff over there. This is Cade Kelch leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Warriors. He got on base on a walk, his first at-bat. Had a pop-up to the shortstop, his second at-bat, and here he is with his third at-bat. How about a solid grounder goes foul just past the first base bag. But from a batter's perspective, you're thinking, I can get the bat on the ball.
Yeah.
Roll with that. So let's pull it fair this time. Ooh.
Ooh. No? Didn't hit him? Thought it
I wasn't
did.
sure what that did not sound like it hit a glove,
It
so
didn't.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
it sounded
sure
like
what
a
that hit.
different noise, but maybe it hit the catcher's padding
Must
or
have
umpire.
hit the glove a little differently than
Yeah.
it wasn't that snap that you hear of the ball hitting the leather.
No.
Solid ground ball. This will roll into right field, and Kelch, he's on board with a single.
On board, and the rally begins, and now Vaughn, who's already probably the hottest hitter on this team right now, to be totally honest with you, over the last week or so, just the week he had last week, had that 5 RBI game in recent memory that I recall, and he is swinging a hot one tonight, hit a home run already. So let's see if he can do it again here for the Warriors.
Yeah, that leadoff single is huge for Snow Canyon. Yeah, Trayvon hit that 3-run shot. I'm going to check that runner back over to first. I would dare say that Trayvon is looking at a potential Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game with that 3-run homer. As of right now, that would be our number 1 nominee.
I would agree.
Right over third, dropped it. The throw to 2 is there. So they get the out for the leadoff runner. But getting on base is Trayvon.
Yeah, hit really, really hard, but on not through the hole, and a great stop there. And to get the lead runner is a big thing. So now 1 out, and Manitai, despite being kind of thrust into this role earlier than he probably expected, has pitched really well, in my opinion.
I can agree with that.
He has pitched really well.
That pitch drops in.
Yeah.
The fielder's choice, of course, gets Cade Kelch out. Talon Hansen steps up, 1 away, 1 on first. And it's a grounder. Fair ball. Rounded second. is Vaughn, and he will stop at third. The single puts a runner in a scoring position for Talon Hansen.
And they're just seeing the ball so well. I mean, it's just patient batter's eye that just takes over whenever there's a prime real estate pitch that's right on the middle of the plate, and he just sends it out to the outfield. Beautiful play.
PJ Hancock, he's already got 2 doubles. He's
Yeah.
2 for 2.
PJ came into the game, I believe, with 6 doubles, now up to 8. So good for him continuing to see ball, hit ball.
Now, to be fair, they may have called one of them an error,
okay,
potentially,
all right,
just because of the fact that first one was catchable.
Yes.
Second one was not.
So we'll say
runner goes.
Or 7 doubles.
And he gets there. Ball got spiked into the ground. Easy. Easy move over to second from Talon Hansen. The idea being if that throw down goes and they miss it, you got a runner at third that can easily take off for home. But now it evades the force out. I'm always a fan of that move when you got a guy on second, guy on third. If you got a chance to steal, take that steal. If the throw down happens, it's fine. As this one goes back, PJ Hancock is going to get a 3-run shot for the Warriors.
Yeah, here we go as the Warriors put a bolt into that ball. PJ Hancock, have a night, man. Have a night, young fella, as he has contributed 3 extra base hits tonight, and that's the biggest one thus far. 3-run shot gives the Warriors a big lead here in the 4th inning.
Wander around a warehouse store forever.
PJ Hancock getting things hyped for the Snow Canyon Warriors. I gotta say, I'm more a fan of the music that's playing over here for the home run. And again, the We Win Injury Law replay. Give me a look. This Hancock is just seeing the ball like it's a watermelon tonight.
Yes, he is. Pounding that ball.
So with 1 away, bases go clear, and that brings up Bridger Larson. First pitch goes inside to Larson. Score goes up to 9-5. Or excuse me, 10-3. What am I looking at? I'm looking at hits over there. 9-5 on hits, 10-3 on the runs. Snow Canyon on top. Pitch goes low. Larson's last at bat. Hit by pitch right on the helmet. Took it to the lid.
And this is kind of what you expect from Snow Canyon. 15-4 and really rolled along all season. 5-1 in region. You know, this game kind of started back and forth, and we really didn't know whose game it was, but Snow Canyon starting to assert themselves offensively in the batter's box, and it's been pretty impressive.
And that will be a simple 4-pitch walk. That puts Bridger on board. Now that's after of course, the fielder's choice. That puts 4 on immediately, and we're going to have a conversation with Gila Maunutai on the mound.
Yeah. Mound visits tonight brought to you by Great Harvest Bread Company. Start your day with hot breakfast and fresh made bread, or enjoy a satisfying lunch. Great Harvest does catering too. As we've had quite a few mound visits tonight, I don't know if there's going to be a change here. Looks like this is just a conversation from Coach Walker. Maunutai going to hold firm there on the mound.
Yeah, Coach Kyler Walker made his way out. A little chit-chat, and usually that first coach's visit to the mound is just a conversation.
Yeah.
It's just a conversation. Very rarely does it end up in a pitching change on the first one.
True.
Good changeup. Got him swinging ahead of that pitch. I mean, bat was all the way around before the ball ever crossed the plate. Here's the pitch. Ooh, and that nearly was a balk had he not corrected himself enough. I mean, he looked like he was stepping towards first. The pitch ended up going towards home, and the Snow Canyon dugout was, I heard some whoa, 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 whoa. Hey,
Yeah.
what's going on there? And that got him right on the leg, and that's going to send him over to first. Diesel Lee getting on board for the second time tonight.
And now Manitai, this is where it starts to get hard. You got so many good hitters coming one after another, and you got to wade through them. And you're probably in a little earlier than you expected, like I've said before. So I feel like he's done a great job up to this point until the home run, the 3-run shot, and now his time might be running low.
Great first pitch here from Gila. The downside right now for Pineview is they need Manitai to stay in and keep dealing as much as he can and as long as possible. He's sitting at only 47 pitches. They want to see him get up to the 80 to 90 range probably, just for the lack of depth right now in the bullpen. I mean, This is the third pitcher that Pineview's seen, and he came in at the very beginning of the second inning.
Yes.
I mean, this has been one of those performances for Pineview from the pitching side where you just don't want to keep bringing in new guys just because Snow Canyon's playing as well as they are, right?
And you probably, at 10-3, you want to see Manitai just eat up innings, like you're saying, because there's no point to try and bring in another pitcher in this this margin. If it gets closer, I understand. But.
Yeah. Last one, a Fabulous Freddy's foul ball, makes the count 1-2. Here to Jagger.
Oh, that was
evens
a
up
good
at
pitch.
Evens up at 2, goes outside.
2-2.
Jagger McGovern 1 for 2. Got a single his first at bat, flew out a second. Here's the pitch from Gila. Fouled away again. Another Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Check out Fabulous Freddy's, 2 Southern Utah locations, River Road and Bluff Street. If you're stopping in for car wash, filling up with gas, or maybe it's just a snack, or if you're going to Bluff Street, stop in Ike's Sandwiches. Grab yourself a sports-themed sandwich.
Yeah. I like the Mad Cane. It's really good.
I like either the Marshawn Lynch. This one's fouled away as well. Or I like the Millennium Falcon.
Okay, I've never had the Millennium Falcon.
That one is... because all of them are ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not talking just a standard ham and cheese.
No, we're not.
No, that's like, I think that one's chicken fried steak.
Oh, really?
It's
Chicken
a chicken fried steak sandwich.
Okay.
It is so good, man.
All right, I'll have to give that one a shot.
Another foul ball.
I've tried the Madison Bumgarner, which is like a hot cheesesteak.
Okay. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's got like a spicier, one of their custom sauces.
The Marshawn Lynch that I mentioned, that one's basically just chicken tenders on a sandwich.
Okay. There you go. I've had that one. It has bacon too, doesn't it?
Yeah, throw some bacon on there.
Yeah.
This one's hit fair territory. It's going to hop on in there, and that will load up the bases for the top of the lineup, Logan Ross.
And now Ross comes up with the bases loaded. And a 7-run lead. There's an opportunity here to bust this one open.
100%.
In more ways than one.
100%. There's an opportunity here with only one out as well. I mean, keep that in mind. You're looking at 1 out, bases juice, bottom of the 4th inning, and then the top of the lineup is here. I will say Logan Ross, his first at-bat, singled. He's yet to get on since then, but he's usually a pretty good hitter, so we'll see what he can do here with this at-bat. The first pitch, great pitch, just off the mark for Hilo Manutai.
And Ross batting over 500 on the season, so this is a very capable batter. A guy that could really just blow this one open.
Great second pitch from Gila. Taking that one across the zone for a 1-1 count now. Bases loaded. He's just worried about getting the ball to the batters. This one's going to drive in at least 1 run, and Sechrist is going to send around his other runner from second. They'll put on the brakes and chase runners back. It's a single. That'll bring in 2 more runs.
We got a 12-3 game on the Wilkinson House of Lighting scoreboard, and really it's just been hitting masterclass from this Snow Canyon lineup as they just continue to, every single one of them just continue to see the ball, hit the ball. And Logan Ross, the latest in a long line of Snow Canyon Warriors, to find his way on the base paths.
Braden McGavero will step on up. Now, he's not the biggest power hitter. He's got he's looking at some doubles, some triples, a couple of those, no home runs, but he's a guy that can get you a base hit.
Yeah.
As this first pitch is called strike. I will say this about Gila. At this point, I mean, Snow Canyon is hitting him really well. That is true.
Sure.
But I will say he's pitching to the zone.
Yeah, he
is.
And
I think as long as your guy's pitching strikes, he can't be too upset about that. Coach Sechrist's got to take a little bit of a duck as that foul ball headed right towards him. A couple feet over his head, but still.
This is a opportunity for Snow Canyon to continue to just keep the line moving. Kelshap again on deck.
Yeah, he's led off today in this
run
inning.
Through the entire lineup this inning.
Yeah. Now, one more run from Snow Canyon as well. Then they're looking at a mercy rule coming up here. And so I think they're kind of playing for that at this point. As this one goes back towards the dugout for Pineview, and he stays alive with the 1-2 count.
And Snow Canyon, 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. They, like you said, Cade, just need the 1 run to have the 10-run rule in effect. So they are searching for that here. Manitai has other ideas. Ooh.
Chased him back to second. Nobody there from Pineview's side to help with any sort of a pickoff attempt.
Yeah, no one to field that play there.
Mm-hmm. Had a throw been made, it would have rolled right into center field.
That's right.
So. This is a shot. That's going to bring in a run if the play at the plate isn't there on time. The throw, the slide, and he's safe, and the runner safe at third as well. We've got a 13-3 lead for Snow Canyon.
And what a jolt put into that ball. Another one just crushed into the outfield, brings around another runner, and a lot of throws into the catcher's area to try and nab a runner at home, but no shot on that one as Snow Canyon takes the 13-3 lead.
So regardless of what happens here as we go into the top of the 5th inning after the next 2 outs, Snow Canyon just needs to get 3 outs against Pineview and the game would be over as long as Pineview doesn't score. That's the situation we're at right now. But of course, easier said than done. You still have to hold them back. And
that's right.
And so we'll see if they bring in a relief pitcher, maybe a fresh pitcher to try to get it done, or if they continue with Zach Beck. We'll see.
Sure.
But that's still a ways off. There's only 1 out. And we're going to see a primo part of the lineup with Cade Kelsch in the batter's box at the moment. Here's the pitch, and that goes off the ground. They're going to throw over to second, try to pick off the play at the plate, and he is out. That was a beautiful play from Pineview. They did not care about the runner at second. It was all about deking out the guy that was going to be running home. They knew that it was coming. They planned on him running down the lane, and a great play by Cassius Cisneros to make the tag at the plate.
And you called that we might see that play.
I did call that. That's right, earlier, yeah.
Yes. So there you go, point in your column there.
Put a feather in my cap.
Yeah, a feather in your cap. A cap that's got many feathers already. But now 2 outs. And no runner on third, so that was a big pickup for the Panthers to get that out.
It was a big pickup, and I think for anything, it's potentially just a morale boost, as this one's going to go high into left field. Heath is going to settle underneath it. That'll be out number 3. So a great end to the inning there from Pineview to get 2 quick outs, but you look at Snow Canyon, who was able to get 6 on the board in the bottom of the 4th inning. We head to the top of the 5th. Snow Canyon, if they can get 3 outs before Pineview gets a run across, this game will be over. We'll see what happens next here in our Boulevard Home Game of the Week.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Find us online at shopwilkinsons.com or come in and see what's new. 88 East, 1160 South, just off Main.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Welcome back on in here, the Boulevard Home Game of the Week on a Wednesday night for you with the Fan Sports Network crew. Caden Formaster, Paul Ratliff, inside of the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth, and it looks like they're going to be rolling with 1-8. Zach Beck will stick on the mound for now. We do have some movement in both bullpens here this evening. We got Pineview warming someone up out there now, potentially for a run here if the bats don't get going as much as they would like. Of course, they got to get at least one run. With Tristan Sylvester coming on up, they are looking at the bottom part of the lineup. Sylvester batting 6th in the lineup here today. Takes the first one for strike one.
And I like this from Snow Canyon and Coach Sechrist and the coaching staff, letting Zach Beck finish this one out.
Yeah, he started the game, get him to finish the game. And, honestly, this is one of those things where, from my perspective as someone who thinks ahead to playoffs, you want to get guys who is just like, hey, we want to throw you till you're done, right? This is a great shot and rolls on in through to left field. Leadoff guy is aboard with Tristan Sylvester getting a single.
Yeah, good-looking swing there from Sylvester, and Beck has got to empty the tank here as he knows that he just needs 3 outs and this game is over. So this is an opportunity for him to end this game, put his stamp after kind of the uneven start, but he's stabilized really well.
Pitch goes high and tight for ball one. The 1-0, the throw. And this is hit on a shallow line, taking a hopper in and a base hit for Hernandez. Pineview might have some life in them yet.
Pineview not going away. They want to see this game extended, and now we may see the coaching staff shuffling about, maybe out to the bullpen to get some more movement and get a little hop on that warm-up session. Maybe Beck running out of gas tonight. Not sure where he's at as far as fatigue.
I mean, he's at 90 pitches.
90 pitches, okay. Yeah. Ooh.
That was number 90 right there. So I would not be surprised if he faces this one more batter. Now, I mean, obviously they're at a point where they could see themselves hitting one into a double play. There's different things that can happen in favor of Snow Canyon to where they might keep Beck out there. But if he gets on board, that's a strike. If he gets on board, I think they pull him and they just try to close it out with a different pitcher.
I think that's probably the plan of action. You just let him try and navigate through one more, and if he gets him out, you continue. But if it hits,
chasing that runner back. Hey, if he had a guy there, I think the play was there.
Yeah,
it might have been a good look, but they didn't take it.
Yeah.
So we're looking at a 1-1 count. Beck taking his time. Looks at the runner at second. Here's the throw. And it's a bunt. Right on over to first. He's going to chase it down and get out number one. Runners advance to second and third. And scoring position right now for the Panthers. This is a great spot for them to try to keep this game alive.
Yeah. Great shot here for the Panthers. Started with Sylvester, just getting on base and getting the rally started. And now Beck chases down that out. That was a great bunt, too.
And that was a high fastball, really well-placed bunt.
Really made Beck had to navigate off the mound to make that play.
And it was a great play by Beck to come on over, get it, and then he got the tag himself as he throws fastball. And that's still got some velo to it. For that being pitch number 91, 92 to Hila Manutai.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, that last one to Hila Manutai. This one right now is Trayson Millen. You know, he's still throwing some good velo.
Yeah, he is.
Changeup got him swinging.
Still getting swings and misses, too, so maybe he can go the distance here.
Hey, let's see. One more out. We'll put 2 away. And it's an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. I like that pitch on an 0-2.
He's gone to that a lot.
You're usually trying to get someone to chase something outside.
Yeah.
That one in the dirt.
Yeah.
I think it looked like a slider that broke down on him a little too aggressively.
What is the put-away pitch here for Beck? Let's see what he goes
He's got to
with.
just go fastball down the pipe.
That's what I think, too.
That fastball's got some good velo right now. He's throwing hard. He goes change-up, foul ball. How about that?
Yeah.
Threw me off.
He did.
All right. Two is the count. Runner on second and third. 1 away. Here's the pitch. And that one was just off the mark. 3-2 going outside. Again, in my mind, I'm thinking fastball down the pipe. But but the thing is, that's a hittable pitch, too.
It is.
Everybody's looking for the fastball down the pipe.
That's right.
And so do you try to avoid that? Do you go change up, you know? It's hard.
Looks like
He goes fastball inside and tight. That'll walk him. Base is loaded. And no movement from Snow Canyon coaching staff. They'll keep him out there for one more.
Ooh, and now DeWitt up to bat, who's been one of the more dangerous.
Well, there is a movement here. We're going to see a change coming, I believe. So we've got Coach Sechrist heading out to the bump to go have a conversation, and Zach Beck will stay out long enough to talk to Coach. And we will switch things around here. So after a really solid performance on the mound, 99 pitches thrown by number 18. Pretty solid outing.
Yeah,
Pretty solid outing.
Absolutely.
We read each other's mind there on that one. Solid outing.
Right.
We will be seeing the pitching change coming at you with Kale Esplin taking the mound. We will step aside. Let's take a break with the pitching change coming at you in just a moment. 13-3, Snow Canyon leads. Bases loaded. And just 1 out here on the Fan.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
See a grounder where they throw the ball to home. Just, force out a home. Yeah. So even if you're getting, maybe you don't even need the double play.
It's not gonna happen, you guys. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, but then Snow Canyon just needs to score however much time.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole milk mozzarella cheese and toppings to the edge. There's pizza And then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
So Kale Esplin hits the mound, and the pitching change is coming at you, brought to you by our friends with Bucks Ace Hardware. Stop by Bucks with their 3 Southern Utah locations. So there's a lot of scenarios that can happen. We were talking about this during the break here.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, you got to force out at home for Snow Canyon. You know, they could go force out, double play something, but also bases loaded. A base hit could bring around 1, 2, maybe, hey, if you get a double, you might be getting 3 runs coming across the board if you're Pineview. So the amount of scenarios right now are insane at this point in the game, especially with only 1 out. Pineview's not out of the, you know, they're not entirely out of this game yet. And Snow Canyon's not out of the woods. So a lot can happen. This is an exciting spot to be in the top of the 5th inning. Thank you for joining us here on the Fan Sports Network.
Now Esplin looks to cap this game off for the Warriors.
First pitch is off the mark for ball 1. Pineview battling back has been so impressive as they foul away here. Up to the plate at the moment. This is back to the top of the lineup, Ryan DeWitt. You know, and I think sometimes, you know, people tend to look at a bottom of the lineup and say, oh, man, this should be an easy way to get out of an inning.
Yeah.
Well, Pineview's bottom of the lineup has been great.
Popped up, and now 1-2 count for Esplin, and as he's working really kind of fast here.
He is.
He gets into rhythm. I've really enjoyed his pace throughout this season.
DeWitt with the 1-2. And he fouls it away. Again, so many possibilities still where this game could flip on its end, or are we going to see Snow Canyon close it out? You know, 3 outs, no scores would give Snow Canyon a win.
And that one almost, Cade Kelch with a great block.
Stop
Man, that almost got away.
That was insane.
Has now Esplin.
That goes low.
Low, full count now. Nowhere to put him, though.
Nowhere to put him. You don't want to give away a freebie. Snow Canyon has seen this situation before, though, where they see bases loaded. And they're walking him. Do we have a replay on that, Dusty? That was close. I want to see if... Ooh, that was close. My goodness.
That was very close.
Oh, in this scenario, that's tough because now it's 4 runs for Pineview. Coach Seacrest all fired up, of course. And again, bases loaded situation here. So again, with nowhere to put him. And for sure, going to a bottom of the 5th inning.
Yes. Looks as if that is a fact.
Swung on and missed. That was Sylvester, who was able to come around to score off of the walk. And this is Parker Heath up to the plate at the moment. Off the mark, 1-1 is the count. Still just 1 out. Esplin steps back up. In the windup. Here's the throw. Goes low. That'll be ball 2.
Esplin having a little trouble locating the zone here in his relief appearance.
Yeah, trying to navigate it a little bit. It's been a little tough. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. The low fastball.
That's what you want if you're the Snow Canyon staff. You want Esplin going after the batter, as he did there. Swing and miss stuff is what he's got.
This one's hit, going into center field. The catch has made the tag up at home. And it was a great throw in. Run scores.
Another run on the board for the Panthers as what a contact, nice strike put into that ball and laid out to center field, and too far of a throw to make it in on time.
And, I mean, he had to go for sliding catch just to get the out anyway. It was a shallow, nearly dirty bomb, but comes in as out number 2. So, Panthers not done yet. They battle back. Force out on first, second, or third. And it is 13-5 here on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. Raiden Hunt steps up to the plate. He's going to hit a sharp grounder. Foul ball, they say. I thought that might have been fair. And I wanted to see if we could take a look here on the Holbrook Asphalt replay. Yeah, just. Whew.
That's tight.
That was.
Yeah. Could have been 2 more runs, I think. Or at least 1 more run.
That was inches. I mean.
Wow. All right. Well,
we'll take it as a foul ball
we'll
strike
take a
call.
foul, right?
Take a look at the runner on second. Asplund. Straight shot right past shortstop's glove. They're going to put the brakes on for the runner at third. Smart decision. And the base hit will load it on up again.
Now you're in a spot where if you're Pineview, you're just trying to scrap. You're just trying to keep adding runs here and there and make a run push to get back in this one.
A little 2-out rally going there. Get those rally caps on. So base is loaded, 2 outs. It's 13-5. Snow Canyon leads here in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Great pitch right down the pipe from Cale Asplund. Seeing not just the mark, but seeing some speed.
Yeah.
Some good velo on that. Here's the pitch. This one's hit high, going back right field, settling under it. That will be out number 3 for Vaughn and right. But not before Pineview gets 2 runs on the board. A great inning for the Panthers. Could have capitalized more, but just didn't have it in them. And that'll take us to the bottom of the 5th. If the Warriors get 2 runs, they walk it off. If not, we head to the 6th as well. We'll see what happens. Bottom of the 5th coming up next for you here on the Fan Sports Network.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Flynn Group plays to win. From commercial to residential projects, we deliver the total building envelope. Roofing, glazing, and architectural metals. Championship quality every time. Flynn Group, we've got you covered.
We Win Injury Law was launched with a desire to help people win the cases that they can't win on their own. Hiring a personal injury lawyer who knows what to do is key to getting everything they deserve as a result of that wrong.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
13-5 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard. The Warriors lead this here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and a chance to close it out if they get 2 more runs across the board. We've got Trayvon leading off, Talon Hansen, and PJ Hancock is in the hole. And again, this is a good part of the lineup right now for Snow Canyon. You're looking at 4, 5, 6. Well, PJ, he's hit a double, and a home run. I mean, PJ right here, he could close this game out if you get those first 2 on board. He's had a hot bat.
He is absolutely swinging a scorching bat.
He's got to be our Findlay Subaru star of the game.
I think so.
At this point, I mean, I would dare say he's our guy. Somehow Trayvon comes in a close second with that 3-run shot. I mean,
but I think it's got to be PJ.
I will say, we'll see how this inning wraps up.
Sure.
Who can be the one that potentially maybe they walk it off, maybe they don't. I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's still a lot of game left to be played potentially.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens in this inning. Of course, bottom of the 5th. Pineview was able to battle back. They got a couple runs in the top of the 5th. That's all they needed. They needed 1. They got 2. So they're staying alive. As this first pitch from Manutai. Great looking first pitch down the middle for strike number 1. Here's the throw.
Ooh, big swing there.
Just a nick of contact for a foul into the catcher's glove for strike 2. Great start here for the Pineview Panthers, getting things going 0-2. And how about this shot out back on a line, and it is caught in right field. Fantastic play by Raiden Hunt.
Yeah, Raiden ranging over as he found his way into the outfield corridor there where that ball was on a line, and he kind of had to slow up a little bit and make a hesitated catch out there. And he does. High coordination level to make that play.
You know, and that's one of those where had he sent that down the line, that's bouncing off the wall.
Yeah.
This is a little chopper heading foul. Just a small little bouncing ball all the way down the line, and that'll bring it back for Talon Hansen. Snow Canyon Warriors, currently ranked in the RPI system as number 1 in the state of Utah.
Yeah.
Win here tonight will, of course, keep them in that position. Pineview, still one of the top teams. I don't know if there's a Region 9 team that's not in the top about 15 or 16. This goes off the end of the bat on a roller over to short, and he can't field it. That'll be 1 on the pond with Talon Hansen getting aboard on an error.
And that one not hit that hard.
Went
kind
off
of
the
a
end of
slow
the bat,
roll,
yeah.
kind of a just a weird hop, I guess. Made it tough to field, and nonetheless, man on board for the Warriors, and just 1 out looking to close out this game.
Must have had a little weird spin to it or
Yeah,
something.
a little English on it.
Hancock sends this one straight up the elevator shaft. And gets over to it. DeWitt makes the play for out number 2. And that's Hancock's first time not getting on base.
Yes.
I mean, that's impressive in itself for Hancock. And that brings up Bridger Larson. He's seen his way on base every single time as well, but only one of them threw a hit. Every other one was either a walk or hit by pitch. Hilo Manutai sitting with 72 pitches. Make that one number 73 as he fouls it back. Fabulous Freddy's foul ball. Hila's come in relief and has done really quite well. He's pitched now, since the beginning of the second inning. There's literally 1 pitch thrown by a different pitcher, by Probst, and everything else has been Manutai's. We got a runner going, and that ball goes rolling into center field, but second base comes over, cleans it up. I believe that the umpire called that a strike. The outfield wall saying that was a ball, but I thought that perhaps it was a strike call. I couldn't remember as I was paying more attention. It is a strike call. It is officially an 0-2 count.
0-2. Wow.
It's always hard when that runner's taking off. I'm paying more attention to the runner than what the ump's calling behind the dish.
That's right.
Again, great start here for Pineview Panthers. Just off the zone. 2 away, and you're just avoiding Snow Canyon trying to get any sort of run here, right? 2 runs, of course, closes out the game. Here's the pitch. And this is a shot going back, and that is game over. Bridger Larson, a 2-run home run will end this for the Snow Canyon Warriors.
What a lightning bolt that was as we see the light show here at Snow Canyon High School for the W for the Warriors, and that'll be it. And what a game as we see them do the jump, just the celebration after a huge W to keep them on top of the region.
Bridger Larson, let's call it our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game, the walk-off home run for Bridger Larson, and the Snow Canyon Warriors walk away with a 15-5 victory. We jump on into the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show with you here on the Fan Sports Network. The Snow Canyon Warriors, the top team in the region, the top team in the state of Utah, take down region opponent Pineview Panthers, and they do it in 5 innings with the walk-off from Bridger Larson. I was not expecting it.
Me neither.
I was not expecting it. Wow, what a play this was from Snow Canyon. Of course, the postgame show brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. See why so many parents choose Johnson Pediatric Dentistry for their kids' dental needs. And give them a call. See if they can help you out and save some money on your next dentist visit. 435-656-0511. Let's talk about it a little bit. Let's dive on into some of these awards here. Again, Snow Canyon just looked really good. I want to say a big shout out to Gila Manutai coming in relief for the Pineview Panthers. Yeah. I think he played one of the most important roles of anybody in this entire game to just try to keep things dialed in. And when things got out of hand, 5-0 in the first inning. And yeah, it wasn't great there in the fourth either. They lost 6 runs there. Still, he tried to keep things as dialed in as they could with the pitching struggles for the Panthers. And
chewed up innings.
Do what you got to do.
Did what he had to do. So I think that's a good sub of the game call.
Yep, I like it. That's our Jersey Mike's sub of the game. Gila Manutai coming in and trying to take care of business. And, doing what he can. But always a tough position to be in. That's for Jersey Mike's sub above. Let's go to our Findlay Subaru star of the game.
Yeah, I think
there's
think
2 guys.
PJ Hancock's got to be at least one of the contenders.
Yeah, I would say there's 2 guys. To me, PJ Hancock's the guy.
Yeah.
A double, a home run. I mean,
yeah.
From that perspective alone, just the amount of RBIs that this guy got was ridiculous. I mean, I think he himself hit in probably 5 of the runs. So
sure. Yeah, he's got to be it.
I think you got to go with PJ Hancock as your Findlay Subaru star of the game. Check out Findlay Subaru on the Savings side of the freeway and check out the all-star lineup as well. So that's what I would dare say. I think that's the one I'm going with as our Findlay Subaru star of the game.
Beautiful. I agree.
Yeah, good spot for sure.
Playmaker play of the game, AWP, right?
Yeah, you got to go with the walk-off.
Yeah, I like the walk-off.
I mean, that's the guaranteed one right there.
That's right. The deciding factor.
Yeah, the walk-off to me is the easy choice for our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game. Check out AWP and the boys in the appliance industry. I mean, those guys are going to hook you up for sure. Check them out in Bloomington. I would say this is just it's a solid win for Snow Canyon. It's another good test, I would say, for Zach Beck to pitch as many innings as he did. He had his highs, he had his lows. Ultimately, the bats got it done. When it comes down to looking at playoffs, they allowed 5 runs. I think when you're talking playoffs, you look at a game like this and you think, our bats aren't always going to be this hot. We got to make sure defensively we're cleaning it up. You look at 5 runs across the board, you're like, that could have been a little better.
Yeah.
That might be the thing that they try to do and focus on is just defensively cleaning some things up.
Sure, I agree.
So, plenty of times Pineview had 3 ducks on the pond, so something to look forward to there for the Snow Canyon Warriors. For the Pineview Panthers, the bats were looking good too. They were doing a good job with plate discipline, so I think that you could shout out the Panthers with all of that as well. And, I think that they can still hold their heads high somewhat against a team like Snow Canyon and just say, hey, you know what? It was a tough game, and, we lost this one. But there's good things that we did, but there's things we need to work on. So that's what I'd say for the Pineview Panthers as well. All right, well, let's put a bow on this one. We're going to be wrapping things up here for you. Pineview, Snow Canyon, where Snow Canyon gets the win 15-5 on a Wednesday night and inside of our Boulevard home game of the week. Have a good evening, everybody. For Michael running the camera, Dusty producing, for Paul and myself, we're signing off from the Fan Sports Network. Have a good night.